Good morning and welcome back to A Study in Silver. I'm going to do my morning routine and I've been using two different eye creams and we'll compare how those are working. I'm also going to be using two different primers before I put on foundation base, and we'll see how those two look, and then I'll check in during the day to see how the primers are holding up. And when I do my eyes, I am also going to be using two different eyeshadow primers, and we'll see how those hold up during the day. I'm going to be out and about today, and it's going to be really hot out in Cupertino, so we'll have a good opportunity to see how the color holds up and how the eyeshadow primers work to keep the shadow from creasing or wearing off. And because I've been using two different eye creams, we'll see whether there's any difference between the eyes. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Okay, I started off just washing my face. I use Biore Deep Pore Charcoal Cleaner. I love the way it smells. It's very smooth. It has a little bit of a menthol scent to it. It feels very fresh, and actually I love the fact that it's black. Somehow that makes me feel like I'm really doing something great for my face. The only thing is, even though I have oily combination skin, it does dry my skin out. It feels very tight right after I wash with this. So if you have dry skin, this might not be the best thing for you, or you could mix a little bit of this in with whatever more moisturizing cleanser you usually use. Because of that, I have to moisturize, and I've got the budget item here. This is from Walmart. It's the equivalent to Oil of Olay all day, and it has SPF 15, which isn't great, but it's better than nothing. So I'm gonna just put that all over my face, and I'll be right back. Okay, moisturizer's on. Don't forget to put it on your lips and your neck, and you could even put some on your ears. It wouldn't hurt. I'm going to put on some eye cream. I've been using two different products. On my right eye, I've been using Olay Regenerous Luminous Dark Circle Correcting something or other. I can't read it. I don't have my glasses on. I love this stuff. It's a mixture of a cream and a gel. It's very smooth, and you just use a little tiny bit. And I just dot it on, and I don't rub it across my eye. I just pat it in gently. You use your ring or middle finger, it would be even more gentle. Now this has kind of a little bit of a luminosity to it. On the other eye, I've been using L'Oreal. This is an eye defense. This is a lot more liquidy, and it isn't luminous at all. I just kind of pat that on and let the skin soak up all that extra moisture. While the eyes are soaking in the moisture, I'm going to put on my primer. Use L'Oreal, which side? This side, because that was where I put the L'Oreal eye cream. This one is from NYX Angel Veil, both very popular, and we'll see which one smooths the skin out more before I put on some foundation. Now, the primers are a little bit silicone-y. Not sure if you can see. This one's actually it's a clear gel. So a little hard to see where you're putting it. So I kind of just dot it on and you can feel it because it's smooth and slippery. Now I use this in my last video. I use it on the other side of my face, which has fewer, let's call them imperfections. On the other side of my face, I'm going to be using the NYX Angel Veil. And this one is white. It's a little bit of a, well, you know what? It's a little bit of a thinner formulation than the L'Oreal. It doesn't feel as smooth and slippery on the skin, but it's white and it leaves just a slight whitish cast, at least right after you put it on. I don't know if that lasts because I've never worn it on its own. I usually just put some color right on top of that. Okay, so I'm going for a more natural look today, so I'm going to go ahead and use a tinted moisturizer rather than a full-on foundation. Okay, I'm gonna use a beauty blender too. I've got, let's see. This isn't the original beauty blender. This is from a company, JMK Cause. I don't know how to say it. I got these from Amazon. A pack of 3 different sizes was $9.99, and I've been happy with them, but I've never used the original one, so I don't know how it compares. It actually feels really nice against your skin, a damp beauty blender. It's not hot yet, but if you happen to live in some place that's hot, I imagine it would be very refreshing. I like to look in the magnifying side of my mirror to make sure everything's blended in smoothly. There. Although I am going to be putting some concealer on shortly, which should help with. Concealer is Maybelline Fit Me. I use number 20 Sand, which is I think the second or third. Okay, so I have pretty bad bags. Darkness right here. You can see it's like really deep. Not just dark, it's deep. It's a lot better since I've been using the eye cream. Definitely has minimized the puffiness and the darkness. So I say that product's a win. Both of those actually. And the other thing with the beauty blender, it's very soft. There isn't any chance of you poking yourself with your fingernail when you're going into this corner of your eye. So I really love it for that. And I don't really think you can push too hard with it because it's very squishy. So if you haven't got one of these, give it a try. I'll put a list in the information box about this brand. I haven't seen anybody else mention it before. All right. I'm gonna get some powder and I'll be right back. I'm using NYC Smooth Skin. This is something I heard about through other people on YouTube, and I'm very happy with it. This is translucent. I had some trouble tracking this down. I got this at Target, and I'm going to be using my powder brush from BS Mall. I got a set of these on Amazon. I'll have to dig up all the other ones. Really, really soft. Nice and soft. When I haven't been doing makeup for very long, and I know I needed a lot of different brushes, so instead of spending like $200, I went ahead and got kind of a cheaper set so I could see how to use each brush and then decide which brushes I'm going to use the most, and then I'll upgrade, maybe get one every month as depending how the financial situation goes. So you don't need to start out with lots of expensive brushes. Okay, so let's get some powder on. Basically, you definitely want to set, oh, that's very light. Set the concealer, so definitely want to get that on there. Now, once you've got powder on, you really aren't supposed to put a cream on top of that. So if you're using a cream blush, you would have wanted to put that on first, but I'm just using powder. I'll be using a powder blush. So, just close the powder up. I would feel fine going out like this with really nothing else on my face. Oh well, I'll put on some mascara, but otherwise my face looks pretty evened out, and it looks pretty natural. I don't think I look like I'm wearing lots of foundation. Okay. See? Big difference. So all I need to do is change and be ready to head out for my day. Hope something here was helpful. I will be checking back in to see how the two sides are wearing. Remember, this is the L'Oreal Blur primer and the Tarte eye primer. This side is NYX Angel Veil on my face and the e.l.f. eyeshadow block primer. It's about 9 o'clock. I will check in about 4 hours and see how this is coming along. Stay tuned. See you soon. Tap enough of that off that time to that. Experiment number 1, sitting behind the wheel in the car. I'll turn the, oh, it's hot. Sorry, I gotta have that fan on. Hi. Okay, it's the afternoon. It's about 3 o'clock and it's really hot. Like, it's hot, but I'm like sweating, running down my face. And I'm gonna take a look and see how makeup's wearing. Okay, it seems like this side, which has the Angel Veil, still seems to be really flawless looking. The pores are still hidden the way they were earlier when I first put it on. And this side, where I have the L'Oreal Vitalift Miracle Blur, I feel like it's not wearing quite as well, that I can see some movement of the makeup, even though I put the setting spray on. I think the eyes look like they're wearing fairly evenly. So this side has the e.l.f. and this side has the Tarte 360 Clean Slate. Both sides look really, really, really good. It's going to be up here. 7:30. So I've had this makeup on for about 10.5 hours, and I think it's sort of faded pretty much off of my face, but the eyes are looking a little bit smudged. But other than that, I think it doesn't look too bad. So I guess it doesn't really last more than 8 hours, although like I said, it was about 80 degrees today and I was sweating a lot, so I'm not too surprised. It probably would look even worse if I hadn't put the setting spray on. So we'll see how this looks in another time, maybe on a day that's not quite as hot, and we'll be doing this experiment again. Thanks for watching.